Boom! What's going on, everyone? It's Steve Larsen. Very excited for you guys to be here in the One Funnel Away Challenge. Excited for this. I'm excited to be here today, and I'm excited to share with you guys what it is we're going to be doing. This is a fast lesson, and if you guys have gone through and you actually checked out, they got me back in the padded room again because I think I was too excited. So I'm here at ClickFunnels, and yesterday, hopefully you guys have had a chance to go through, and you've had a chance to actually walk through and see, like, for your specific offer or your specific idea, how to take the product, how to take the service, how to take whatever it is that you do and turn it into an offer, right? This has to do with tweaking perceived value. Okay, this is all about tweaking perceived value. Perceived value is where we play this game, where we don't have to actually compete on price anymore. And it's the reason why we do it, and it's the reason why we obsess over it so much, right? I don't like competing just on price. How many guys, let me just ask you something real quick here. How many of you guys are a little bit better than the majority of the rest of the market at what you do? How many guys are a little bit better than the rest of the market at what you do? Right? Lots of you guys. Me. Yeah, right, me. Exactly, right? A lot of you guys are, right? So then, and most people in your industry, whatever it is that you're doing or selling, they're not on stuff like this. They're not out spending a little bit of cash trying to get themselves better at what they do, right? But then the only way we tend to approach markets is by discounting price, right? You even see it in shows all the time, or you see it in different you see in different marketing all over the place. And the place we go fastest to is a discount on price. I hate that game. I don't play that game, right? Just like Russell was saying, there's no strategic advantage of being the second cheapest, right? If you can't be the cheapest, you might as well be the most expensive. And so the way you do that without making it feel like it's crazy expensive is through perceived value. And we do that by creating offers. And we take the thing, whatever you're selling, we go and we wrap a product, right? Several products that go and answer those internal, vehicle, and external fears. And now suddenly, bam, I got an offer. And honestly, it doesn't need to be expensive for you to fulfill on. It doesn't need to be, but what you're doing is you're just literally delivering more. You're literally just answering a few extra questions. And it's the way that we're going to teach you to present it here, especially next week. We're going to teach you to present this thing in a way where they'll be like, oh my gosh, this truly is more amazing. Right? This is incredible. And so, does it make sense so far? And the power of this and why we're doing this? I'm excited. Today, guys, what I'm going to go do is I'm actually doing 2 webinars back to back. Okay, that's what I'm doing today. That's why I'm here for the full day. I'm doing 2 webinars back to back to some audiences that Russell's got, right? And I'm stoked about it. But the reason why I know I will close people today is not because I'm going to get out and start convincing them to buy. Okay? That's not my job. That's not my role. My role, and this is what we're going to talk about next week, but it totally ties into offer creation. My role is to go change what people, my role is literally to change people's beliefs. My role is to change the way people are seeing the world. That's what marketing is. And then when I show people, oh my gosh, check it out, the world's different than you expected, I create a gap in their mind. And if I walk away, and if I don't fill that gap with a cool offer, somebody else will. I have literally changed the way they see the world. I've changed their relationship with some aspect of the world. Okay? And that's what marketing is and why it's so important, why we geek out about it so much. Okay? So when you come in and you've got this offer that's super sexy, today, right? I'll be selling in front of a few people, and it'll be a lot of people, and I'm excited about it. It'll be really fun. It'll be two webinars, and it's because of the offer. Right? They're already going to be sold throughout the sales message, but the offer is the thing that's going to get them to act now. You have to understand the importance of the offer itself. The offer is the reason somebody moves. The offer is the reason. Guys, people are inherently lazy. We are. Lazy is probably not the right word, but we like to take, if there's a road versus if there's a paved road versus a dirt road, most of us like to take the paved road, right? We go where things are more simple and more easy on a consistent basis. And that's just how the world is, right? And that's fine. So how do you get somebody who's inherently lazy to get off of their butt and actually go do something different than they've ever done in their entire life, right? We're going to talk about that in the actual course of the sales message, but the safety net emotionally is that offer. Oh, you know what? Yes, you know what? I've got this figured out. I've got this amazing offer. Look at this. I was able to get this and this and this and this and this, and it was only this price. Really, it's the same price as probably, or similar as what the rest of the industry you're selling in is selling at. But anyway, is this helpful? Is this helpful? I'm gonna go through. Guys. I geek out the most even about what we're gonna talk about next week because I'm gonna go through the actual sales psychology from start to finish. And I'm gonna teach you guys why this matters so much. And if you don't do it in this way that we're showing you, the natural default is to go back to just discounting price. And then you are better than the majority of the market at what you do, but you are getting paid a little bit less margins because you just want more people in the door. It's a backwards way to do business, and it's not what we don't want you to go do that. It's the reason I'm so animated about this stuff. Okay, so real quick, right? Russell brought up this concept, and we've mentioned it several times about perceived value, perceived value, perceived value. Now, I'm not saying to not have value, right? But what's funny is like, right? I'm a funnel builder. What's the value of a funnel to me? It's really high, but I'm not going to go pay somebody else to get that done. Right? It's because it's my skill set. Now, somebody else, though, will go and check out, somebody else will see what I'm doing and be like, yeah, I'll totally pay that guy. Right? The perceived value is way higher in that person's eyes than in my eyes. And too many times I notice that a lot of people are like, well, I can't sell my stuff at a premium because it's just not worth that much. Yeah, to you, it's not. You're right. You got to get that out of your head. The way that you see and the way that the value that you see with your offer and what you do, you have to understand that's not how other people see it. Okay? You're coming at it from this direction. We're like, well, it's not worth that much money. Well, yeah, to you, duh. Right? So you gotta separate that relationship from yourself and go, okay, I'm not the one buying it. Remember, I'm not the one buying it. My opinions don't matter here. What is the market willing to approach what I do? The skill set, the product, the service that I deliver. And what do they see from the other side? Go, oh crap, this is how valuable it is for that individual, right? So don't be afraid to charge a lot of money, right? There's several schools of thought when it comes to setting prices. We're talking about value though, okay? And increasing perceived value in your offer, what I've noticed, what I've seen, right, is if I can get you to increase the perceived value of the offer that you're delivering to the marketplace, for some reason, it not only over-delivers for the customer, but it also gives emotional license to the entrepreneur to charge more money. Okay, it's the answer, it's the key for being able to do that. Is that cool? It's freaking awesome. I'll just answer it for you. That's mic drop. Okay, freaking awesome. That's super cool. I'm gonna geek out of it if you guys don't. Whoa! Right? It's super cool. Okay, so you have to understand, like this is the act of actually creating an offer is solving. Oh yeah, exactly. Nectar pie. Okay. The act of creating an offer is solving a lot of issues. Okay? When we're just talking about value, when it comes to value, you're going to over-deliver it for the person. The perceived value of what is huge. But then also, if you do it the right way, from a value standpoint, it gives emotional license for the entrepreneur to actually charge premiums and actually get paid more and not discount on price. And be able to put your foot on the ground and be like, you know what? I'm sorry, I would sell it for that much, but it's worth more than that. You know, and it's freaking awesome when you think of it that way. So anyways, I'm excited about this. So I want to shift gears. Is it cool if I shift gears here for a little bit here? I want to teach you guys a little bit. We're going to talk more about perceived value, but I want to share with you guys another reason why things in our offers sell so well. Okay? It has to do with tangibility. Okay? How many guys have bought a car recently? Anyone buy a car recently? What was it? Anyone buy? Okay, cool. Okay, what kind of car was it? Honda Pilot. Cool. Actually, we did too. Cool. Okay, Honda Pilot. When you went and you bought the Honda Pilot, let me ask you something. Did you drive up or walk up or take a bus or whatever? When you went and you saw that Honda Pilot the first time, did you just walk up and just immediately hand over the credit card or however you paid? No, right? I seriously doubt that. You probably walked up, you checked it out. You're like, oh, but check it. What's up? You probably opened the door, right? You may not know anything about engines, but you probably opened the hood. Yep, that's an engine, right? And you dropped it, right? I don't know anything about cars, right? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a guy, right? I'm supposed to be the classic cliche dude. Yep, that's an engine. Good. Oh yeah, there's a hose there. Perfect. Right? I'm like, oh sweet, right? And you walk around and you're looking at the tires and you're looking at all this stuff and you're like, oh, I like the color of the paint, or you get inside and you're probably sitting inside. My guess is that you probably got in the car, right? My guess is that you probably put the key in the ignition and you turned it on and you took it for a test drive. Why do they do that? They do that, right? That's the easiest sales pitch ever. You're just gonna freaking get them in the car and tell them to go drive it, right? It's like those programs when they're like, hey, why don't you come and come to this animal rescue, and you can take the pet home, and once the pet is home, if you want to, you can return it, not a big deal. It's like a try before you buy kind of thing, right? How many pets do you think get returned? Not that many, right? Why? Right, same thing with the car. When you get in the car, why are they doing that? It's called future pacing. All right, and this is one of the reasons why this stuff works so well. And I'm going to teach you guys this real quick. A lot of you guys are sales professionals already, but I want to teach you guys this from maybe another standpoint. Okay, when it comes to future pacing, what you're trying to do for the customer is you're trying to get them in the car before they buy. You're trying to get them to go test drive. You're trying to get them to take the kitty or the doggy home with them so they can hang out for a few days and test before you buy kind of thing, which rarely, I'm sure, actually results in an actual return. Okay, you're trying to future pace the customer. Okay, now that is easy to do with things that are tangible. How many of you guys have drafted your offer? You've actually hashtag mission complete. You've been doing this right. The last 3 days, you've actually gone through and you've drafted your offer, right? Okay, awesome. You guys, a lot of you guys are in there. That's great. That's good. That's perfect. Okay, we want that. Okay, so if you go in and you're looking at your offer, how many of you guys have a physical, like one of the products in there in your offer is physical, right? Okay, a lot of you guys. That's great. That's great. Now, how many guys also, though, have things in your offer that are digital, right? That are not tangible. Okay, a lot of you guys, right? And you should. In my opinion, it's one of the easiest ways to increase the perceived value. It's like no cost to you to fulfill almost, right? Like no cost. It's awesome. Super, super awesome. Okay, I'm almost straight digital on my products. Here's the problem with that, though. Digital is very hard to future pace on. It doesn't exist, right? Right. It's not like I'm going to be holding it or like touching it. It doesn't show up in the mail. I can't get anticipation. Oh, I bought this thing. When's it going to show up? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? When you go can't buy the mailbox when you bought something cool off Amazon. Interesting. Why do you do that? You don't have to do that with digital. There is a gap between physical and digital. Okay? Physical products are very easy to future pace on. And because of that, they're not honestly that hard to sell. Digital products, though, are challenging to future pace on, right? And because of that, because it doesn't show up in the mailbox, because I can't think forward to the day when I'm going to get to hold it or do whatever, right? Because of that, it's very hard for me to future pace on a digital product, okay? Which is challenging. It's challenging. Case in point. When you go to Amazon, what's the last thing you guys bought on Amazon? Keep it PG. What's the most recent thing you guys bought on Amazon? When you guys, okay, sure, ink, mattress protector, books. Yeah, me too. I bought a lot of books on Amazon. Sound card. Okay, cool. Now, when you went to Amazon, did you go on Amazon? Tell me, was there a sales script on Amazon? Not really. What was there? Like a few bullet points, product description, maybe some testimonials, reviews. That's it. Why? Did you know for every $1 that's spent on the internet right now, 25 cents of it is running through Amazon? That's freaking nuts. That dude's got an empire, okay? But he doesn't really have sales messages. Interesting. Why is that? It's because of future pacing. When I go out and I buy the book, or I buy the mattress protector, or I buy the ink, or I buy whatever, anything you guys bought, what am I able to get excited about after the purchase? Okay, there's a buyer's scratch that needs to be itched. Let's say it the other way around. There's a buyer itch that needs to be scratched, right? And when we buy, we can go, it's coming in 2 days. That's just enough time for you to get a little bit like bothered about it. Like, oh, I can't wait to hold the thing or touch the thing or use it or whatever. Can you imagine how cool my mattress is going to be now that I have the protector? Can you imagine what's the information in that book going to reveal, right? And you can sit there and you can actually get more stoked about the fact that the thing is showing up, right? You can get excited about the fact that you're going to get in the car and take it for a test drive, okay? And you know what it's like coming up, right? There's huge anticipation. Exactly, it's like Christmas. It's showing up. Physical products have a gigantic advantage over digital because of that reason, okay? I don't need to do much future pacing. You know what's coming. You know something's going to show up. You know something's coming, right? And emotionally, especially when it comes to selling things on the internet, That's a huge, huge, huge key to understand. Okay, digital products though, very visual. Digital products though, right? I can't do this to them even, right? They don't exist. And so one of the reasons why we have you go through this lesson, e-covers, e-designs, product designs, right? I usually just get mine from Fiverr. I'll send some logos over. I don't even create the logos. I go to some person, I'm like, hey, can you make me a logo? This is kind of what we're doing. This is kind of the feel. Make everyone feel like they're fighting against the man. Sweet. So my logo is like this fist with like that's on fire with this flame. It's super cool. It's awesome. And then I take that logo and I go over to the e-cover guy and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Could you make an e-cover about this? Or could you make a fake credit card so it looks like all these numbers on the bottom. It looks like it's from Visa, but then put my logo on there and I'll put it on my order page. Yeah, right? Little things like that. And what we're doing when I go and I get the actual product, right? When it's just just like you saw in the video from Russell today. When I'm making, right, it's got the computer screen with that. A lot of times I'll take a screenshot of my members area and I'll make an image. I don't make it. I go to Fiverr. It's like $10 for me to do this kind of thing, okay? I'll take a screenshot of the actual members area so they can't see it because it's kind of tiny, but they see it, and I'll have them put that on a big iMac looking screen, and then there's an iPad with the same kind of thing on it, and then there's a laptop with it over here, and then, does that make sense? Okay, so go watch, make sure that you're watching what was going on, because what we're doing is we're future pacing a digital product. We're future pacing, we're trying to create the same feel that you're gonna get excited about with a physical product as digital. We don't send out that stuff when they buy it. But what we're doing is we're making sure that they can sit down and be like, oh, imagine what it's going to be like. Imagine. I need them to get to that spot. And so that's why we do what we do with this. And so too many people, I think, will discount this topic. And they'll sit back and they'll be like, hey, yeah, I didn't make a cover, or I didn't make a product layout image of my digital thing. And why isn't it selling well? And I was like, frankly, it could just be that no one can imagine what it's going to be like when they have it. That's probably it. You're not putting them in the freaking car. Put them in the car. It's just a super simple thing. Not a hard topic. Not hard. Anyway, so anyway, so this is interesting. Is I hope you guys are seeing why this stuff matters so much when you're doing this. So what I want to do real quick, last little thing here. Now you guys understand that a little bit. I want to teach you where the real power in this comes in. Okay. Crap! I wish I had my XP Secrets book with me, or .com Secrets. Okay, now think about this. When you look at the funnel that Russell is drawing out, which you guys are all going to make here, right? I think week 4, that's when we're doing it. Where you got a squeeze page, you got a sales page, selling the right, selling those things. We went through offer sequencing, kind of logically, what's the next problem they'll probably deal with? Oh, check it out. That's the next upsell, right? And you kind of go through joining the problems in their head, vehicle, internal, external, right? Matching those products in there. We're going to teach you how to create the sales message. That'll be next week. Okay, but if you go, what's interesting is if you look at how should I say this? Understanding that a physical product has massive future pacing advantage over digital. Check this out. A lot of times what we'll do on the internet to make it rain, there's a few different plays you can run here, okay? A lot of times what we'll do is we'll take the physical product and that is what we will lead with in the funnel. Because that is what's getting people excited and they can future. I get an entire book free. I just have to cover shipping. High perceived value, right? We still sell it really hard because we want conversions in there. But I can, oh man, interesting. We will lead with a physical product. However, when you go and you buy it, the next upsell, digital. Pure profit. Okay? One of the biggest secrets I can hand off to you about the game. Leading with physical knickknacks, digital, 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 right? Now what we're doing is we're going in and we're leading with that huge perceived value. We're leading with, and it's so interesting what happens, guys, because since there's high perceived value with a physical product and I'm future pacing based on physical, there is high likelihood. It's easier to get somebody in kind of that buyer mode where they're like, you know what, let's just buy it all. That sounds really, really awesome. And you end up, what I've noticed is a lot of times the cart values will go a lot higher, a lot faster because they're used to seeing that value, even though what they're buying is straight digital. Digital, 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 downsell, digital, okay? Huge secret right there. Let's say you're doing a webinar, okay? I mostly like to sell things in webinars. Personally, I love webinars. I don't really have, anyway. I I didn't really have a physical aspect to my webinar product for a long time. Not that long. But I recognized, I was like, wait a second, how can I make some aspect, right? I was selling a digital product with a whole bunch of like super sick stuff. How can I make it physical? So I went and I created that product layout, right? Where we got the computers, we got the laptop, we got the iPad, we got, looks like a whole bunch of CDs. They're not getting that stuff. They're right, and they know that. But they're like, oh man, that's what it's gonna be like. Imagine what CD7's all about, even though no one has a CD player anymore. Okay, so I went and I created those things, and it represented what they were purchasing. But then I was like, how can I get a physical aspect to this digital product? I know the digital basically straight profit, right? I think it's like a 96% margin for me. It's ridiculous, okay? How can I make the perceive, how can I future pace somebody greatly on digital? So let's say I'm not doing, right, and you might be thinking like, man, Steven, I'm not doing kind of like a low-end funnel like that. That's cool, that's totally fine. You can take your offer, right, and I'm selling the whole offer on the back of a webinar. Almost everything on there is digital. What I did is I added a welcome package. I don't even fulfill on that. I don't ship out on it, but I let them know and I make a big deal out of it. When we send you your welcome package, right, and what's in there? I got a little workbook in there. You could toss a t-shirt in there. You could toss stickers and decals. We're talking a total cost of maybe like $15 for the contents, maybe another $15 for shipping on a $1,000, $2,000 thing. You're making it rain, right? Everything else is digital. They got digital access for it. What's funny about this is when you send out a physical aspect. So I encourage you to find something that's physical. Now for what's going on in this challenge, maybe you don't do that, okay? What's fascinating is that if you can go in and you can create a physical aspect to whatever you're delivering, and they actually know it's showing up, and they can get excited, and they can get the little girl toes. Ah! They call them twinkle toes. Twinkle toes, right? And you're like, oh, it's showing up, baby, woo, right? When you can get that, what's interesting is your refunds will also drop. Because they know, they understand the cost to fulfill on an info product is freaking an email. That's it. Because of that, it does, there's no anticipation buildup. Did you know it's been shown that you have, let's say that you have, we went to Disney World, okay, or Disneyland last year. I took my kids to Disneyland. It was tons of fun. It's a little bit hard with a 3-year-old, okay? But we brought my kids to Disneyland. It's been shown that the amount of excitement and joy you feel on the vacation can be matched by how much anticipation you build ahead of time. There's literally as much joy and anticipation and excitement in the pre-event as there is the event. And you can experience, so literally get twice as much enjoyment out of stuff. That's the other reason why physical is such a huge advantage over digital, okay? So digital is awesome because it's pure profit, but then like literally you buy it and it's there. There's no time to receive. There's no time. So when you can combine those two together and you have physical aspects with digital aspects and you let them know, we got a welcome package coming, or we're sending your book in the way, it's on the mail right now, .com secrets, here it comes. Or, right, let's say if doing something that's super high ticket, hey, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send you a little bit of a welcome thing, and whatever. As long as they know that there's something coming, it allows time for that anticipation and excitement to build up for the event. And they will feel as much excitement in the build-up of the event as the event itself, which is crazy, absolutely mind-blowing when you understand. That's a huge deal to understand that. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you. So don't shortcut this step. Don't shortcut this at all. Don't get too obsessed over logos. Don't get too obsessed. Those aren't things that make things sell. Like in the future, branding can really help out a lot, but like it's the stumbling block is what I've noticed in this process. Focus more on the offer. Focus more on the sales message. And then down the road, that's when I personally I didn't have a freaking logo for like 6 months. Okay, I just went. I literally just wrote the title of the thing. That was it. Here you go, right? But I knew that wasn't what made things sell. In the future, I did put stuff together and it looks awesome. But I went through and I made sure to make it as physical and as future pacing and as the ability to build up pressure and anticipation for the event as possible by combining digital with physical and understanding the relationship between these. So it's awesome crap, isn't it? Yeah, this is good stuff. Okay. So anyways, have fun. Imagine it like you're gonna put them in the car, whether it's physical or digital. Easy to do that physical. Make sure you do digital. Make sure there's some aspect in there. Make sure that you're actually able to build up pressure for the event. We're sending it out to you. Easy ways to do that. Send them. Have your fulfillment center right? If you have one, or anyway. Hey, your thing's in the mail. Just want to let you know it shipped. Oh, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, right? And that's exactly why. That's exactly why it's not just to send them the freaking tracking information. It's to help them go, oh my gosh, it's coming, right? Refunds drop. Suddenly, that physical thing represents everything that was digital, and actually fulfillment. Customer satisfaction goes up. It's freaking awesome. All right, guys. Hopefully, you enjoy this. Go do the assignment today. Make sure you're keeping up. Today's a little bit of an easier one. Right? I use Fiverr, literally, or freelancer.com. Those are easy places to go. There is PDFs with, on the bottom of the PDF, there's a whole bunch of places as well. You can use the funnel Rolodex, which is now out also, which is freaking awesome. And anyways, so see you later, guys. I'll see you guys on tomorrow's, and you all know exactly what to go do. Bye.